This is our playlist of most common cases in the physical therapy. This playlist is very important, and in this playlist of common cases in physical therapy, the joint, the limb we will discuss is the upper limb. In the upper limb, we will cover adhesive capsulitis, supraspinatus tendonitis, shoulder dislocation, tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis, Colles fracture, carpal tunnel syndrome, and de Quervain tenosynovitis. These are most common cases that come in physical therapy department. Adhesive capsulitis. It's also known as frozen shoulder. As the name suggests, frozen shoulder, it means the movement is restricted. The joint become frozen stick. It is a painful and disabling disorder of unclear cause in which the connective tissue surrounding the glenohumeral joint of the shoulder become inflamed. There is inflammation and stiffness, greatly restricted motion, and notably shoulder abduction and external rotation and causing chronic pain. In this disorder, it is very painful, and in this disorder the connective tissues become inflamed and there is stiffness in the joint. Pain is usually constant. There is constant pain, especially worse at night and with cold weather. In cold weather it's very common. Important for MCQs. Certain movements or bumps can provoke episode of tremendous pain and cramping. It is a painful condition, frozen shoulder, and it takes up to 9 to 15 months for its recovery without physiotherapy. It can recover itself but take a long time. The treatment for frozen shoulder are here. We can use electrotherapy in this regard. TENS we can use for 20 minutes, ultrasonic therapy 5 minutes, hot packs to reduce the stiffness and relax the muscles, massage therapy for the 5 minutes. The exercises are of following stages. In the stage 1, we can go for pendulum exercises to improve the range of motion, stretching exercises for shorten and tight muscles and the joint, begin gripping exercises with the help of ball to for strengthening. This is our stage 1 protocol. Cervical spine active range of motion. We can go for cervical spine active range of motion because its cervical spine also linked with the upper extremity. Wall climb forward and also lateral up. This can also improve upper extremity range of motion. Here you can see the adhesions and fibrosis of joint capsule. There is a stiffness in the joint and this condition is very painful. This is the humerus bone. The glenohumeral joint means glenoid cavity of the scapula and head of humerus. This is our clavicle bone that form the acromioclavicle joint with the acromion. This is the scapula, and this picture can show you the adhesion and fibrosis of joint capsule. Wall climb can be up to 180 degree as tolerated by the patient. Passively or actively externally rotate up to 40 degree with 90 degree of abduction. Range of motion exercises very important for treating this frozen shoulder. In this stage 2, PNF patterns of for the shoulder wheel exercises. PNF pattern means proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitations. Gradually progress up to lifting, pushing and pulling exercises up to 50 degree of normal load. Don't overload at this stage second. This is our intermediate stage, at least 50% of the normal load. You can increase and go for lifting, pushing and pulling. Strengthening exercises with at least 1 to 2 pounds of weight. In the last stage, stage 3, patient gradually progress to exercise up to 100% of normal load, perform overhead activities. Patient can perform overhead activities, it means abduction, and the external rotation can be done by the patient, which is previously restricted in the frozen shoulder. These are our 3 stages. We will discuss what is the frozen shoulder, its common sign and symptoms, its treatment protocol, its stages of exercises. Is PLF techniques best for frozen shoulder? Tell me the answer in the comment. Thank you.